And so when I go to cut my piece, I know what it's going to look like every time, especially if I'm writing down a bunch of measurements. You know, like if you're in a closet, you want to measure all three sides. You just,
Well, I measure one side first, cut that piece, and then I measure the other side. I don't want to measure the whole closet, then go outside and cut this piece, cut that piece, cut that piece, because then they might not be flush against each other.
If you get a wall like this, always go in one direction to get your tightest fit. So you'd have that piece, then this piece, and then this piece. Right? So when you make your pieces, remember I told you I make 2 blocks to check the 45s. So you make one cut like this on that piece, that's about that long, and then the other cut like this. And so now, if you have 2 of those, you can check your outside corners to see how they fit, and you can check your inside corners to see how they fit.
Also, I take just a small.
So you just have 2 blocks. You want this piece, right?
Oh, okay. So
so if it's an outside corner,
what I thought you were saying before is to take a piece and just cut one side, and then use another piece.
You carry these 2 throughout the whole job to check every corner.
Those are the 2 pieces that I need.
Just to see how the joint's going to fit, and then you can adjust it on the saw. I should have.
Yeah, okay. So, just probably like maybe maybe a foot block. And then cut the angles like this.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's my tester against each wall. And if it's out a little bit, then I adjust the saw 2 clicks.
Like a lot of times, because the walls aren't out that bad, but that place looks like it could be fucking ridiculous.
Oh yeah, the walls are out a lot.
So a lot of times you can just 45 this side and then just adjust this side. You know, just adjust one side.
Oh yeah, I see.
Right. You don't have to cut both, but if you do both, then you're trying to, if the space is like that, you're trying to cut it halfway through each side so they meet tight.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's precision shit. Baseboard, you get away with it because you can just, if you get a little gap, you just throw caulking in it. Don't worry about it. Move on, right? Like the whole idea with baseboard is just keep moving. Like I did it for money and did entire apartment blocks.
So,
and if you hustle, you can make a fortune.
Yeah, but I like to do things perfect. So if I'm trying to do perfect, then it's going to be time consuming.
But today everybody caulks, right? And like the only reason you'd have to do it perfect if you were doing it in hardwood, like the cupboards.
Yeah.
Then you want it tight, otherwise it looks like a mess because you can't caulk it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. If it's painted, it's gravy making. If it's this shit, then you want way more money.
It's this shit.
Right, because not only that, like when a drywall, even if you are square, when a drywall is squared, well now they put tape and mud in the corners like this and it slopes them, right? So that's what puts a lot of the 45s out. So when you go to put your piece on the baseboard, it's actually running out like this because of the mud they put in there. It's usually about that thick.
Oh yeah, you should see Carson's.
No, I don't want to.
Carson, no.
I don't want to.
So I was putting in the floors, right? And so I put the floors on the bottom, and where the wall is, it looks like there's like this much mud, coming down, and I had to take the blade and cut that mud off, Carson's mud off, and it was this thick to get back to the drywall. So Carson's.
But okay.
All right, so I think I got the idea.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
And the whole key to making it look as best as you want to is your measurements. So once you get the hang of measuring in corners and stuff, and then it just gets more accurate.
Easier and easier.
Yeah, but it's seeing the little piece. That's the thing.
Okay.
You know, like if you look for it, then it gets cleaner.
All right. Right on. All right.